I was probably about 15. I might have been 14. I don't remember now. It's been a long time ago. I got bored and wanted to hear some music that was new. So I dug through my mother's music collection, and all of her vinyls were Beatles and 70s disco, and I was having none of that. So I moved on to the 8 tracks and started flipping through some stuff, and there's some Santana in there, and I didn't care about that. I found something else. I was like, hey, this could be interesting, so I popped it in. And my mother was off shopping at a department store at the time where I started digging through the music. But she came home while it was playing, and she came inside. What are you listening to? So I told her, and she goes, you're sick. I said, Mom, it's your 8-track. First off, I want to say apologies to all of you that are young and have no idea what an 8-track tape is. It's not a cassette tape. It's a big old fat chunky thing. But it was a form of tape, and it's gone the way of the dodo, almost to the point of obscurity, and a lot of kids have never seen one and have no idea what they are. But that's okay. What happened was I found Alice Cooper. Specifically, Alice Cooper Killers. And when my mother came home from the department store, it just happened to be playing the song Dead Babies. And she was quick to tell me that I was sick for playing that 8-track. And I had to remind her that it wasn't mine, it was hers. I was listening to her music. So this video is entirely the fault of my mother. She introduced me to this band and this specific artist. And just like with Aerosmith, I had seen Alice Cooper in the Sgt. Pepper's movie. Didn't pay him any attention, but you should watch it because he's got a really ridiculous mustache in the movie, which he's not known for having a mustache. But in the movie, he's got a mustache and he's hypnotizing people, and it's pretty funny. And I'd heard about him, and I remember some stuff coming out with... during the 80s, Poison was a major hit on MTV, and yeah, it was cool, but it wasn't enough to make me actually pick up anything and listen to Cooper. But his old stuff, on the other hand, was awesome. And today we're going to talk about a record that shipped with an insert that was seized by the U.S. government when it went to go for export. And I have it. And today's episode is not about a record. Today's episode is about Panties. So for those of you that have been waiting for the Panties episode, this is it. I've warned you repeatedly, this will be about panties. I'm going to say it again. This will be about panties. This episode is all about panties. I hope you're ready. And we're going to do a poll. So in the comments, I want to know what your favorite color of panties are. So respond in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell us what your favorite color of panties actually are. Oh man, record in hand. Alice Cooper, School's Out. This was released, I believe, 1972. Yes, 1972. I wasn't even born yet. So this record... I've not even opened it yet. This is a reissue that has been done by Friday Music, and I'm fully aware of some of the problems that Friday Music has had with this release. I bought it anyway. And today I'm going to break the shrink wrap, and I'm not going to try to preserve the shrink wrap because of how this record is manufactured. This cover is die cut, and it has a fold mark that runs along just under the top of the front cover, And the back has perforation and tear zones to fold out the legs and stand it up like an actual school desk. But this is designed to open like a school desk. So there's really no way that I can preserve the shrink on this properly. Plus there's no hype sticker on this. So we're going to hope for the best. And the big question is, does this version have the panties? Because apparently there are some versions missing it. So this is the panty raid. And we're hoping for the best. We're hoping for panties. So I'm going to just tear into this and try not to damage anything. I'm not even getting my X-Acto blade out today. I'm just going to pull this shrink wrap off of here. And habits are hard to break, I guess, because I'm still trying to preserve the shrink wrap. I might slide it back in once I'm done with the review, but I've got to play this record one time first. I want to hear it. And the shrink is off. Let's have a peek. Oh. Oh. There's the record. And I'm going to give this a good visual inspection before I put it on the turntable. As I said before, Friday Music has had some issues with this release. Apparently, some copies have shipped out that are full of fingerprints and smudges and dust. And I don't want that on my turntable. But that's the record. And it's heavy. It's 180 gram. And the desktop opens nice and easily. And what do we have here? Pretty pink panties. We have pink panties today. Pink. Look, it's panties. They're kind of wadded up. I wasn't expecting that. I expected them to be wrapped around the record, but they're not. They will be when this video's over. I'm going to wrap them around the poly bag to kind of keep them intact. But now I have a dilemma. I have pink panties, and I don't know what to do with them. I have to get creative here. I was prepared to get the record. I wasn't fully prepared to actually get the panties. This requires some contemplation time. I'll be right back. I have to think about this. They don't work so well as a mask. I know we're just now coming out of the pandemic phase and the mask ordinances are being lifted, but this was an idea. It's not going to work. Okay, I think this is our solution. I found somewhere to put them. This is the cover. These are the panties. And as you can see, the cover opens. And I'm not going to actually fold this, but I will give you guys an idea of how it's packaged. And the inside of this cover, you can get a little peek of it. There's a picture of the Alice Cooper band inside there, and it's the inside of a school desk. And this is titled School's Out. And in the desk, there's like a pack of gum, a tape measure, there's some comic book stuff in there, some crayons, a slingshot, and the credits for the album, which is pretty cool. But this one's going to be very difficult to take care of without being sleeved in an extra sleeve because of how it opens. But it's true to the original release, and the bottom is perforated. As you can see, there are legs that will fold out and lock into place to give it the appearance of a school desk. And the idea was, how cool would the kid be that found panties in his desk the last day of school? Now, as weird as this is already with the panties on my head, and it's Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper didn't start off as Alice Cooper. Alice Cooper, the original band, started off as a Beatles parody band in the mid-60s for a school talent show. And they took Beatles songs and they changed all the words around and made them about the school's track team. Yeah, actually true. And they won the talent contest, even though only a couple of people in the band could actually play instruments. So they went and bought instruments and learned how to play them. I would hope that none of them at this point are wearing panties on their head, but they may have been. And they changed the name of the band to Spiders. And Spiders continued for a little while, got some traction in their home area in Arizona, and then they moved to LA, and there was another band called Spiders. So they had to change their name. So they changed it to the Nas. And then they found another band called the Nas. So they had to change it again. And this time they changed it to Alice Cooper. And Vincent, the frontman, started taking the name of Alice Cooper shortly after that. And they caught the attention of Frank Zappa. And Frank Zappa signed them and recorded them and put together their first couple of records. And they didn't really get any traction off of those records, but it was enough to get the attention of other labels. And it finally made its way to this era. And this, I think this was their first album with an insert, which is this. Produced by Bob Ezrin. And this was 4 years before I was born when this came out. So if you want to pick it up, this video is going to be a little bit different. Like I said, it's all about the panties. Because of how this album opens, I'm not going to do still photos of the inside. I'm going to include a few of the cover, the back cover, and the vinyl center label, and obviously the panties. But that's it. I can't really show you the inside without compromising the integrity of this cover. So I'm not going to. If you want it, go pick it up, order it, however you have to get it. It's available still. It came out last year as a reissue. It is on 180 gram vinyl. And it's out there. Or you can check it out on digital platforms and hear the music. Favorite track on this is actually not School's Out title track. My favorite track off of this record is actually My Stars. Really weird song, but the composition of it, the structure of it is really interesting to listen to. So check it out, see what you think. Here you go, guys. Nice close-up shot of the actual school desk that they used for the cover, where they carved their names in. Back cover perforation to make the legs so it can stand up like an actual desk. And it opens from the front just like an actual school desk with stuff inside it. Center label on this one, Friday Music Records, very prominently marked. And like I said, there's some problems with this release, and I'm going to show you right now. This thing is completely covered in paper dust, and that's a common problem with this release. So for now, she's going to sit on the shelf in her big girl panties and wait to be cleaned. As always, guys, these videos are not monetized. They never will be. These are entirely paid for by Coffee, and I'm aware I still have panties on my head. If you want to support what we're doing, like the video, subscribe to the channel, obviously. But we also sell coffee, and coffee is what pays to buy these records. If you want to take a look at what we offer, we'll bring it straight to your home if you're in the Spartanburg or Cherokee County areas of South Carolina. We'll ship it to you if you're not. 7 bags will fit in a large box, 4 bags will fit in the medium-sized box, and we'll ship a single bag to you if you just want to buy a single bag. But the website is concafesc.com, and we don't roast it until it's ordered, so you will get fresh coffee. Whole bean is generally what we do. If you need it ground, we can grind it too. But take a look, and as always, thanks for checking out my stuff on YouTube.